buzzing or doing anything weird. I've got AGL Dolphin. And Loaf. I assume this is where I parked from last time. Yeah, it must be. Gone down the ski hill thing. Gotta go and pick some kind of mission. Nothing too crazy. So I could do this, just something pretty simple while I'm yapping away. Kenneth Russ. Sorry, I can't even speak. Same story as usual. Kenneth Russ, Wolfman, hope all is well. I'm not too bad, cheers, dude. How are you doing? Oh yeah, select that mission. A suspicious excursion. How I'm gonna get there from here, we'll figure it out. Do you know what, actually? We will. I don't even know. Could go that way. I know I could go a simple way, but I might pick a bit of an awkward way as well. Yeah, I just need to end up there and then go over the bridge. For whatever reason, I want to go this way, and then we're just going to wing it. Sorry, which way the... I forget which way the screen scrolls. The Mac Dog, hey Wolf, how's it going, dude? Good to have you joining us, Bronson. Howdy, Mr. Lone Wolf, how's it going? Right, gotta turn around. AGL, hello. Hello, Wolf. I hope all is well this weekend. Yeah, I'm not too bad, cheers, dude. I just read your message, by the way. I was just like loading up the game at the time, so. But yeah, I re-downloaded some of your mods, so. But yeah, is this one? Yeah, that's a floating one. But to be honest, I don't really care. It's but I'll go through them and refresh all of them. But I think most of them are should be good to go. Bit of extra height. Can't say no to a few extra inches. It'd be rude. Justin Lynch, hello. How's it going, dude? So for joining us, Gangster Elmo. Hey, Mr. Lone Wolf, let's go. We certainly are. Yeah, as far as the time, by the way, yeah, the clocks, it bloody did it again to me. So, what is it now? Well, it's about 5 minutes past 2 now. I normally do a live stream at like 2:30, but obviously this time yesterday it was 3 AM. So yeah, you know what I mean. But then because everyone's in a different country, I don't know. Like, you probably don't all have the clocks change at the same time as me. You know what, I should... Yeah, fuck it, I am doing it. I should go that way. Don't know why I didn't, to be honest. Sorry, Martin, a few comments. I just realised... Hang on a minute, I'll see if I can get it on my phone, if it's not going to die on me. So I've changed the YouTube menu as well a little bit. It's another thing to confuse the shit out of me. Oh, and then after all that... Oh, sorry, just released my Burlak. It won't hit consoles until next week. Yeah, no, that's cool, man. To be honest, tonight, again, I didn't even get on to, like, new mods. I was trying to remember which ones... I've got about 12 pages, and I've got to try and remember which ones I've turned on and which ones I've kept off, because I've not got enough RAM memory or whatever to put them all on. But I get, I don't know, like oddly OCD-ish about, you know, when I miss a mod and then it says a mod is missing, I like to go on to this first and then sell those mods I've got for some weird reason and then get rid of them that way. But I think these days, to be fair, it actually does kind of delete them and then just leaves it after that. Back in the day, it used to just keep saying it for ages that you're missing a mod, and it'd drive me mad. They deleted the space that I used to raise the add-ons. Oh, did they? Yeah, no, cheers for refreshing it. But yeah, no, it's cool. Like, to be honest, it does look pretty funny. I think there was, I don't know if it was one of your vehicles or not, but I think there was something I was driving the other week that was doing a similar thing. The route's gone pretty well so far. The new truck is coming soon, new tyres and new rims too. Okay, pretty interesting. Is that going to be like during this phase? See, Bronson, 10 PM Eastern European time. And what's it here now for me? 2 AM. Oh, so you're only like 4 hours behind me. Well, I suppose it would have been 5 earlier. Again, it's pretty confusing. Why do they do it to us? Oh god, it's the winter one as well. I swear I get more headaches and everything. I don't know if it's because I read about it years ago, but, well, it was happening before that, but yeah. Some people reckon they get more ill in winter when the clocks change. And I could well believe it. Oh well, we're going for it. I don't know if a run-up will help, because I might end up bumping up the rocks, but try and get it in high gear if we can. Oop, good. I heard him unpack. That's what she said. He's still in. She said that as well. Professional. Yeah, this route's actually not that bad. I know as silly as it sounds, but sometimes they'll get a river like this and completely just overkill it to where you're not taking anything down it, but this is actually quite nice. Rodney Stegall, hello Wolf, hope you are well. Yeah, I'm not too bad. Cheers dude, how are you doing? Drifting on a go. Sorry, I'm trying to sort of catch up a little bit. MacDog, okay, sorry, I was just playing around with it. Seems really nice to drive. What's that one, sorry? Oh, AJL, great job on the Burlak. Doesn't have your cranes though. It's weird, I was driving the Burlak, I think it was yesterday, I lose track of time at the best of times, let alone when they start moving the clocks as well. But I did, in theory, start the exploration video for the Burlak, and yeah, I just kind of got sidetracked testing it out. It's a bit of an odd one with that crane on it. Definitely adds some weight, like sinks it down at the back. I was trying to knock some trees over, it didn't really add... In theory, there should be enough weight to knock trees over, but it just wasn't fast enough in general. Oh shit, is it going to be one of these where I've got to go and grab the bloody car? And I've just driven to where I need to take it. Mission, was it? Aha. Typical. Oh, that doesn't really matter because I'm driving around anyway, but for some reason, probably my lack of attention span, but I don't think I've ever done this until the last phase and this phase, and now I keep doing it. I don't know if it's me, which I'm fully prepared to accept, or I don't know if just... I don't know. It'd be nice if just when you click on the mission it'd go to where you've got to go first, instead of where you've got to drop something off, but again, it may have always done that. I just need to actually look. It's these missions keep catching me out. What do you think of Season 11 so far? I'm not too impressed so far, finding it a little boring. To be honest, I like the maps and all the rest of it. The other day, it did occur to me though, when I was going through the missions, I don't know if I could go as far as to say boring, because I've not actually done the missions or anything, but I didn't really know where to start, as in, like, they didn't really seem like any missions that particularly jump out as, like, the most important ones to sort of prioritise and get on with first. And I think that's why I've ended up spending more time than normal, kind of keep scrolling through all the missions and contracts and keep sort of, not reading them properly, but just looking and I don't know, normally I kind of get a bit of a gut feeling on like which ones I'm going to chip away at first. But yeah, once you've kind of rescued the vehicles and that on this phase, there doesn't seem to be much of like a theme going on. So I think it's just going to be like a bunch of missions, which it's not the end of the world, but I just mean it as in, yeah, at that point, I don't even really know where to start or which ones to do first or whatever. Jamie Bastian, hi Miss Lone Wolf, I hope all is good with you. Yeah, I'm not too bad, cheers dude. Still hanging in there, just about. I can't believe as well, it's nearly Halloween. I suppose for a lot of people there have probably been like Halloween parties and stuff tonight. But yeah, it's flying by pretty quick. Only 2 months left, pretty much, and then yeah, a whole another year again. Just something, the way they word it, yeah, it sounds like a standalone truck. Don't know if tyres will be free or not. Might be, what's it called, W990 or whatever. Yeah, no, cheers, I'll keep an eye out for it. Is this the same one I ran over the other day? I think it might have been. I think I just came from that way. Didn't know what she said. I'm going to repair it as well, so we've got a load with us. See what I mean with the ice? It's definitely worth keeping an eye on. I'll see you, ice. That's what a lot of my SnowRunner time consists of. Me saying something like that. Well, the dolphin can swim. Well, see how trollish it meets part of the river. I wish you could like use the accelerator on the winch. And if you could like rev it up now. But we will make it over. I'm stubborn enough to do it. Just Lynch, I've already finished it, I had fun. AGL Wolf, my Bearlac has almost 4 times the weight and zoom gearbox, you'll easily kill trees with it. That's more like it. I'll maybe, I might end up even doing a review on your Bearlac, just because I can already tell that I'm not gonna enjoy the review as much as I would some other vehicles. So yeah, we'll see, depending how that goes. But yeah, I like well, I like your mods anyway. And yeah, just doing, I've done a few review videos. Think, where the fuck is my winch point? Jesus Christ, man, this game needs to figure it out. Did that hit the right thing? Nope, of course it didn't. Oh shit, it's probably because I'm not even aiming at it. Oh, it still never does it though, does it? What's the chances that, yeah, it's not going to show the winch point? You never know, might trick the game. Nope. Wow. I would send the loaf in, I might just keep him in here, to be honest. The annoying thing is, all I need to do is click a winch to it. But it's like the game will count it as the normal winch distance, so when I'm near enough, it should let me stick a winch to it again. But that's like a game bug. That's not anything to do with like mods or whatever. Chris Fritz, good evening from Minnesota Wolf. Good to see you online. Great content. Yeah, I appreciate it, dude. And yeah, I like particularly. Well, I like doing the videos as well, definitely. But the yeah, the live streams. And again, the internet was being a dick earlier. I don't know what's. There's something going on with it recently. No handbrake. See what I mean? Once you're near enough as like what the game would consider like the vanilla winches would be able to reach, it works again. It's been a bug in the game for bloody ages. Let's see. Just drag it bit by bit if I have to. It's not the first time I've crossed a river like this. Duck. Makes sense. Wild Bill Esquire, greetings Wolf. Yeah, how's it going, dude? Cheers for popping in. Right. The engine did take a bit of a beating. That's right, game. You know your ways. Although you've figured them out. Oh, that tree is going to die, just principle. Wasn't gonna, but. Oh no, did we phase through it? Or did we kill it? Or more? If not, it might become one of the boys. It's not many trees have made it to that point. Bronson, I like it so far. Overall, the 3 maps are head and shoulders above year 2. Yeah, I agree with that much. And again, I don't really want to. I can't say boring yet with the missions because I haven't done them, but I did get to the point where, yeah, the other day, like, I was going to do the review video anyway, but I sort of mentioned it the other day that I have sunk an unusually large amount of time into scrolling through the missions, and I kind of feel like, even though I've read through them a lot, I haven't really, got much of a clearer picture on, like, what direction I want to start or whatever. It just feels like I'm going to kind of Pixar. I mean, normally, say if there's more important missions. I'm just going to repair it so I don't keep hearing that engine in my headset. 420 engine as well. No. Yeah. Oh yeah, shit. Do you know what? I'm just throwing it out quickly. Certainly, if you drive like me, don't repair that scout until you get to where you're dropping it off. Otherwise, you'll smash it to pieces, like I'm gonna, and then have to fix it again. I learnt that one a while ago as well. Yeah, that's just like when there was more important missions, it kind of made more sense which videos to do first, and then there might be a couple of missions that are sort of irrelevant in the game. Yeah, and they're going to be the ones that I don't even like make the video, if at all, until like a month after the phase has come out, because I've had all the other sort of videos to do. But yeah, this time it's almost like, I don't know, feels sort of a lucky dip on. Some people might do the missions I would choose last first, and vice versa. There doesn't really seem to be like much of a direction going on with it. I'll admit, this scout doesn't like to be towed a lot, for whatever reason. Seems particularly violent about it. Yeah, and then now I've got to fix it. Oh, shit. Help if I could press the right buttons. Oh, on fuel. 3,200. That's actually not that bad for a little mission like that. John McIver, holy shit, it's been a long time since I caught one of your live streams. Glad to see they're still going. Yeah, I appreciate it. Oh, sorry, I mean, elbowed my cat off the chair. Yeah, no, I appreciate it. To be honest, it's been a bit rougher with the live streams, like, for the last phase or two, because of glitches more than anything, have kind of killed most of them. There's one or two that I've missed, like, feeling ill or whatever, but yeah, for the most part, it's been that. That's why I sort of feel now, like, even tonight, it was kind of like, fingers crossed it actually works. Yeah, like I say, the internet as well has been iffy tonight. Thankfully, it seems all good now, but earlier it wouldn't load Amazon up properly, and half the stuff on my phone wouldn't connect and all sorts, so yeah, God knows what's going on with it. Right. Well, yeah, these are the contracts. I may as well start picking some, but oh yeah, no, I've already got the trailer there, yeah. Did I not do this mission then? I think I did this. Well, I've obviously put the trailer there. I did this mission as a video as well, but that was not on this playthrough. Well, let's head down there and do that. So I didn't really need to head there then if I've already got the trailer. Let's fly down this side of the map and figure it out. Smoke 82, hey mudder truckers, how's it going, dude? Duck, what's your favourite season? Hunting season? No, I'm just joking. I don't know. Favourite one? I mean, map-wise and that, I think even Duncan Bay was very good. But then probably, I liked Wisconsin a lot. I think it was that one. Was it the third phase with like the paper mill and that sort of stuff? Yeah, it's a bit of a tough call. I think they've all been pretty good. There's certainly one or two, like there was, yeah, whatever it was that had factory grounds. Still not terrible overall, and I think the trucks we got off that, if I remember correctly, was the Phoenix and the Force, the Tatra ones. So they're actually very good, like DLC vehicles. It was just the maps weren't as amazing, really, particularly the first one. But again, I do still use the Phoenix and the Tatra 4, so it's actually worked out pretty nice in that sense. And yeah, this one so far, I feel like I've done a lot of messing around, and I haven't really got stuck into it that much, even though I have been on it a lot in between editing. I've already done like a good probably 60 hours on that on the game since the new phase, but yeah, not being productive about it. It's a whole different matter. To be fair, I don't know if I'm going under the current, or if, oh yeah, this thing's just taking it like a beauty. But I crossed there the other week, and it tipped me pretty quickly, so it's definitely a pretty strong current. Anchorage in July. If a review from you would be awesome. Yeah, no, cheers, dude. I'll put one on the list. I should do. Part of me, I do and I don't want to do an AGL loaf review, but I I don't know. It's one of them. I'd have to be in the right mood for it. I obviously, in theory, want to, but you know, one of them where it's like the amount of time that I want to dedicate to that sort of video. I don't even know if I have it, especially at the minute. But in theory, there's a few things. Loaf nearly had his own music video once, but then YouTube, they don't like that for some reason. Oh, you see what I mean? Autopilot. I just, in the back of my brain, was like, yep, get over here, there's already a trailer there. So I just attached the trailer. Oh, in fact, I probably do need to turn on the generator. But still, I'll be completely honest, I hadn't thought of that at the time. I just, autopilot was ready to smash the trailer and burn off. And I don't even know where I'd be going with it. So I've got to make, what was it, 2 rolls. 1 beam. At least I did actually, I remembered, and I activated the mission. There is hope yet. Oh yeah, I didn't bring anything to carry anything though. There's not that much hope. Well, let's not be hasty. Who's gonna like reversing over the crane? Oh, there's a goddamn horse. Figures it out. Get up, horse. Find something that'll get him up. Doesn't know what she said, but it's true. Right. Some room has just become available. Oh yeah, so did I do it on this one as well? Maybe. Just make shitloads of cargo when you get the chance, because it's very cheap on the fuel, and it'll save you having to remake it. Really, I should put the rolls in there, because it's just less things to go everywhere, isn't it? Too many buttons on these bloody menus in this cargo crafting one. Right. Platform. Will, Holden, Harrison, I've arrived. By the way, Wolf, have you been having memory leaks because I've been on Xbox? What's that, sorry? Do you mean like something to do with the actual console memory or my memory? That's the... Either one is a viable question at the minute. Rodney Stegall, I'm doing good, thanks for asking. I finished this phase, did not find it boring, actually enjoyed it. Yeah, that's the thing so far. That's why I don't want to sort of say that. I just, yeah. I didn't know which way to go with it, but strictly speaking, I will say is like missions are just an excuse to go from A to B, and I'm essentially going to look what I've got to do, where I've got to go, and then think, yeah, I'll take like a given vehicle and loaf. Yeah, so in that sense, like I don't need it to do anything. You know, like there's not even many that are like to unlock warehouses or much of anything really. So yeah, it will just be one of them where I'll kind of go down the list. But yeah, they ultimately all come down to like, it's an excuse to take some stuff from point A to point B really, which is not a bad thing, right? That's all the game really needs to do. See, if I didn't have a goddamn horse with me, I probably wouldn't have even needed a sideboard. Oh yeah, that trailer. See, we've still got room for that. So it was a good job I didn't get a trailer. Goddamn horse knows what he's doing before I even do. Well, that's not that difficult. It's still a true statement. That poor Scout 800. Master Uruguay 51. What truck is he using? This one is the AGL Dolphin. What's it called? The Azov 5319. Azov 5319 AGL. I'm so used to just calling it a Dolphin. Oh yeah. I still forget the code names every now and then. For whatever reason, the game is just... whatever I'm towing behind me likes wiggling. Not as bad as that Scout 800, I'll admit. Oh yeah, trailer. Don't you hit my loaf. Oh shit, what happened to my metal beams? I didn't even see where they went. When did they go? I'll go back and get them. Keep going now, but... they were gone. I think they fixed that. I damaged a new cars lately in the mission never charged me. Or is that something to do with like hard mode? Well, I've noticed there's a few comments that don't... they either show up on my TV but not on my phone, or vice versa. So I don't know if I just didn't even see the comment that's kind of responding to. I don't know why I went this way. I'm gonna make it. I don't know what the proper way was, to be honest. I mean, SnowRunner, is there really a proper way? Master Uruguay, is it a vanilla truck? No, it's not. It's, yeah, a mod, a very good one called Angry Ginger Life. Got a lot of very good mods. And this is the version of, yeah, the Azov 5319, which is one of the in-game trucks, but you can certainly mod it to be effectively the same as like the in-game truck. It's just obviously got various like different add-ons and tweaks and things as well, but yeah, in its current setup I've got it kind of like with the top engine and all the rest of it, so it's yeah, it's definitely not a vanilla version at the minute. Checking. Yeah, I'll find out in a minute, but I'm genuinely curious when I even lost those metal beams. I never even seen them vanish, so I really don't know. They could be anywhere from the warehouse where I crafted them to like 5 seconds before I realised they were missing. Horse. Damn on his wheels. Just take the trailer. Nope. That must have been a different mission delivering something here. Because I'm sure I did a video the other week where I brought a trailer and some cargo here. Oh yeah, metal beams. And it didn't matter which order I dropped them off in. Right, where the hell did they get to? Really? I didn't even make it out there. Oh, was that maybe when I crashed into the wall? That makes sense. I think I kind of clicked on the map or changed something. So I bet I probably didn't even see it occur. Figure it out from there. Be back in a minute, live. Guard the trailer. Scout 800 needs to go through loaf training. It certainly does. Well, I think it just did. That was a crash course in loaf training, that was. Wait, Master Uguay, do I know you? On Xbox. Is that Ile? I apologise if I completely mispronounced that. Or Ile Evans. Hello, Mr. Lone Wolf. I can second that. So glad to catch you live finally. Yeah, I appreciate that. Cheers for popping in. It's good to be yeah, doing a live stream. Hope you're keeping well, and thanks. Yeah, I'm not too bad, thank you. Hanging in there. Yeah. Funnily enough, the other day, it does, like, it's a tiny little thing really, but I was getting some shopping in. Had to try and weave around my own door like a snake, and then yeah, managed to pull some other kind of muscle in my back. So again, I think it's slowly working its way down my spine. But one day they might all be done. But yeah, never ever try to flap a mattress like it's a blanket, because still sneaks up and gets me every now and then. Only lasted about a day, and it was, yeah, compared to whatever the hell was going on the other week with the trapped nerve, well, the other for a couple of months. Yeah, it was honestly enjoyable to have a different kind of back pain for a day. And then it's pretty much gone now, so yeah, we're all good. But yeah, that was just this week's spinal injury that I decided to try and throw in there. But yeah, jokes on it because I enjoyed it. SnowRunner skills on display here. Very nice, Mr. Wolf. I appreciate it. I don't know what did I do. Something went well. Again, it's usually the magic of editing that helps that. Oh, am I in the right yard? I don't think so. Hey up. Oh, I'm in the garage. Do you know what? I've never even seen that you can you know, like enter the garage the normal old-fashioned way and actually drive into a yellow box. I thought for a briefest of seconds I was on the other map, and I just found the garage by accident. I'm assuming there isn't a garage on the second map. I've certainly not discovered one, but again, yeah, attention span thing does. Let's change out a bit. It's not a crane. Tail whipped pretty hard that time, I'll give it that. What am I looking for? Restore crane, that was the one. Tried to tighten the angles up, but no. Oh, now it is a fat drift. Is it Ilia Evans? May I ask you one question? Your streams are always very late. Are you living in America or just a seasoned loaf insomniac? Yeah, a seasoned loaf insomniac. It's, yeah, what time is it now? 2:45 in the morning. This time I have actually I've had my dinner by now, so it's probably, yeah, it's probably, imagine if it was like PM, not AM. That's probably roughly where I am. I'd probably, yeah, I'd fit quite well in Australia or something, I think. Well, I say that. If I was there, I'd probably soon just, yeah, flip over, and then I'll probably be on, like, UK times. What am I doing again? Restore crane, so I'm looking for. Yeah, sleep's a little bit hit and miss. More time to drive the damn horse around though, so plain. Duck, what would you say your least favourite vehicle is? It's a good question, to be honest. Like, there's probably a couple of ways of answering it, because if there's like objectively the worst vehicle, and I'm not even hating on this vehicle, but it'd be something like is it the TransStar, like the little highway vehicle that's just, it's tiny, it's not got all-wheel drive, and it's going to be kind of outclassed in most places on most maps. But then, yeah, I kind of think that's harsh on it, because I actually don't mind it as a vehicle, and it is what it is. It's not trying to be like the king of vehicles in the game or anything. So I think from, I don't know, kind of the furthest from what I was hoping they would be or something, the Derry is still, the 4520 is still got to be pretty high up there, because yeah, it just had, like, I think it was one of the last vehicles you unlock, it's one of the most expensive, etc. It just felt like that was going to be the prize for grinding through the levels and all the rest of it. And then, yeah, it was just pretty anticlimactic. It's weird, because they had other vehicles, like the prime example is this, but the in-game version, the Dolphin, the Azov 5319, we unlocked that at like level 12 or whatever it was. It's about 80,000, it's cheaper than a vast majority of the trucks in the game. And yeah, it's an absolute beast. They had John, Azov, what the hell's that, 64131. You can get that at level 2, which is not far off as good as this. It's just slower, and slow is the big thing really for me. Yeah, but then vehicles, like you say, at the top end. I wasn't as disappointed with the Azov Antarctic, but that's another one that the in-game version was a little bit sort of meh compared to what I kind of assumed it would be, based on like how it looks, how expensive it is, and all the rest of it. Mark Rowe, sorry. Hey, Mr. Wolf, sorry I'm late. No notification again. Yeah, no worries, dude. Cheers for popping in. I was, it's been one of them where, yeah, the clocks have changed. Which you're in the UK as well, aren't you? So you probably got the same thing. Done. Oh, so I did just take the trailer once. Cash the first lot in. 11,000. That's not too bad. Again, it doesn't really matter for me anymore, but. Still like to keep an eye on what they're actually paying out. How much have I got on this one? 39 million, that should keep me going. Buy a few more loaves yet. Had to buy some more loaves the other day actually. I think I've got 285 now on my normal playthrough. And well, I'd like to know where about 284 of them are, because every time I go to my garage I've I've never got any. What way around is this map this way? I might go on to the other map soon. We'll see what sort of missions. Oh yeah, that's what I noticed. I think was a lot on the second map. I think there's a lot of watchtowers to build. Not that it really matters, but I just mean I've already searched the whole map, so I don't need that as such. That's that one again. Logs must be over there. So I could take a medium log trailer. So let's go for it. So I might as well go back there, really. Get the rolls. Yeah, so the garage, get a medium log trailer. Might have to do 2 runs with the medium logs, but just quickly. Oh, not even travelled through the gateway on this playthrough anyway. Rodney Stegall, I really like Wisconsin as well, but I also really liked Amur. It's hard to pick a favourite. Yeah, that was a good one as well, actually, to be fair. Even what was the map's called? I just remember Chimcharuski or whatever the hell he used to call it. Chinokaments, that's it. Oh yeah, Cosmodrome, and then was that Northern Aegis installation as well. Which drove me mad at first, but once I kind of figured out a nice little route through the map. I'm not in any rush to go back on the map, but I actually kind of appreciated it for the trollish map that it is by the end of it. And then yeah, no, it's a good point to be honest. That is a very good phase. I can't remember the name of the first map, but I remember messing around a lot on it. Yeah, that was a good one. For some reason, I was going to say, don't feel like I'm going the right way. It seemed to be a new road. At least I realised kind of quickly. Take the light the right way. Although was it just me? Or was he driving smoother when I was telling him the reverse? Find out. Mark, also I'm not sure what time you're going to start due to the clocks going back. Yeah, it threw me out. I didn't realise until I saw my phone at like, I don't know, 10 to 2 or whatever it was, and then yeah, kind of looked however long it was later and was like, just yeah, it was back to, I don't know, 20 past 1 or something, and I was like, what the hell? Yeah, I never remember when it's happening. Being up at night, I'm always awake when it happens as well. And yeah, for the last few years I've been live streaming. I think I've live streamed every single clocks going back and forward. I feel like I've done about 10 or 15 live streams with the clocks going back and forwards, and there shouldn't be that many. Truth lies, my grand doe. What's that, sorry? Try and grab the log trailer now. Oh, should I do it on the way back? Maro, damn, you're way behind me reading comments. I am a little bit, yeah. Sorry, I was trying to catch up, trying to... Oh, of course it does. Yeah. Pick a moment when I can sort of drive and then not look at the TV. We should get in there, kind of catching up a bit. David, hi. From David and his family. How's it going, dude? To you and your family. Yeah, cheers for joining us. Just Lynch, there is no second garage, neither fuel station or trailer store. As a repair zone and that's it. Yeah, do you know what, I found the repair zone and yeah. Which again, it's not the end of the world, it's just mainly, yeah, from the fact that it just means I have to keep, like, every vehicle I want to get on that map, I've got to spawn on this map and take it through the gateway and go through the loading screens. So it's a bit of extra faffing around in that sense, but it's not the end of the world. Oh, it's an aircon. I thought I'd put some kind of box on the roof already. Those metal rolls, isn't it? It is. Duck, also, what would you say your least favourite add-on is? Not sure actually with that. I suppose it'd depend from vehicle to vehicle. I'm trying to think of one I don't use a lot, but because I don't use it a lot, I can't think of it. I mean, to be fair, I do use them a lot, like the blue crane, for example. I think the actual game, like SnowRunner themselves, need to fix their crane a little bit, because it just seems to be getting like slightly weaker, almost, really, with each phase that they release for whatever reason. Yeah, but I can't really think of like something I really don't use, or at least like I don't think there's anything I sort of don't like. I mean, like the van body add-ons and stuff like that, I probably don't use them a lot, because I'll probably just take the trailer, because then I can just drop that off somewhere. Yeah. I best draw some markers, otherwise I'll end up driving up there or something. Right, no trailer store on second map is a right pain. Yeah, I must admit, it's a... I'd probably miss that, to be honest, even more than the garage. The garage is handy, like, even if I had, say, 10 vehicles on the map, if you just wanted to recover them all in, it's a pain in the arse having to keep going, like, you've effectively got to do 20 loading screens then just to recover 10 vehicles. And I'm surprised they haven't kind of, I don't know, realised that and kind of done something as a workaround. But yeah, the trailer stores, because if you have that, at least then you've got like repairs and fuel and all the rest of it, so it's as near as makes no difference, kind of like a makeshift garage in its own right. But yeah, I'll probably end up just each time I go over there, when I remember at least, yeah, I'll try and grab like a maintenance trailer and just take that over. That's about the best alternative, but yeah, in the scheme of things, it'll be a map that I rarely, if ever, go back on, just purely for the fact it hasn't got a garage, so I can't spawn on it, and so on. Just the brakes. James Bastion, and it seems smaller, or maybe it's just me. That's what she said. She certainly didn't. What does seem smaller though? Out of curiosity. Do you mean the map? Bronson, the KRS Bandit is a piece of shit. Are you on about the truck or the crane? I sort of like the truck, but don't, because it tips too easy and it just completely kills it, and it's a complete twat to get back to its wheels. Other than that, I would like it. The crane I actually do like. That's probably, out of the small cranes, that's like the best one, I reckon. Of course you don't grab the truck that's right behind me. And then it does after the third attempt, as if the game finally realises, like, no, he is stubborn enough, he will keep clicking until we just let him winch what he's going to winch. Oh. I don't suppose I've got a radar in any of these, have I? No. I'm assuming I don't in this one either. Well, I'll get that done some other time. What are we doing then? Oh yeah, log station. Oh yeah, to build the watchtower. To be honest, is it best following the road? We're going down here. That's the swamp, I think. Oh no, it might not be, I don't know. Let's just start driving towards it. I might go down this way. Oh yeah, I kind of remember-ish where I am for now. Also, I wanted to see something I recognise from doing the exploration video. Should be good. Chris Smith, oh my god, I'm late. Cheers, Lone Wolf. Yeah, no, cheers popping in, dude. It's... yeah, no, it's all good. What, nearly an hour. That went quicker than I thought, to be honest. I've only been on here about 20 minutes. Duck, I want to see loaf racing. I would definitely agree with that. Loaf racing, yeah, would be good. It's an incredibly precise piece of engineering. Especially in this game, like, steering is, yeah, is the best. Well, not just steering, but like, just when he's driving down the road. It's very consistent. A lot of vehicles are kind of all over the place. But, what a loaf. Right. Oh, gotta cross this river somehow. Cross this incredible tree. How the hell we're gonna get the logs yet, but we'll figure that one out in a minute. Get the metal beams there first. I'm sure I didn't count that as deep enough to stall the engine. I haven't thought about it. Stuck on something, or I'll just fire a winch out. I was just curious if like there's a dead tree under it, or if I'm actually not sure. I've got a feeling I was hooked on something, but I could be wrong, but I don't know. Current on this bit. Don't even know if I've been on this part of the map before, to be honest. Mount Road, gonna have to do what I did in Maine, put some small trailers onto a large trailer and store them on the second map. Yeah, that's a good idea, to be honest. It's gonna have to be done. I mean, even if they made some kind of trailer that was like a special objective trailer, I don't know, that kind of doubled as a garage, so you could say at least spawn one from the other trailer store. Yeah. I'm sure it's got to be some kind of doable. At least then, kind of creates another mission in its own right, but yeah, we've just got to get like a big fat special objective trailer somewhere, even if they sort of squared out like a specific location that we've got to get it to. Something like that would be handy as a little workaround. Plus, I'm just thinking that obviously if they're making the maps in the future, they could just add a garage, but they could kind of retroactively do that to you know, all the maps like going back without actually having to add a garage or anything. They could just add a yellow square mission and add a trailer that we've got to take there or something. This isn't the same watchtower that is the only watchtower on the like that you get, is it? Oh no, sorry, I explained that horrifically. And it might be though. Can't I already go to that watchtower? I mean, I'm going there anyway, but I'm just... Isn't that the one watchtower I can already... Oh no, there's that one. I'm sure when I did the exploration. Or am I even in the right gateway? Oh, do you know what? Have I got the map rotated the wrong way? Is the other gateway up here? And then, yeah. I bet it probably is. Alright. That makes more sense. So at least I'm not going to like the same gateway. Oh, this might be the bit of the video I lost last time actually. I think I kind of restarted around here. That's cool, I know where I am again now. Bronson, because the truck is too tippy. Yeah, you're on about the actual truck. No, I agree with that. It's a shame as well, because it's definitely got the potential to be a good truck. And then yeah, it completely ruins it with its tippiness. That's why I practically never use it, and every now and then, I think it might have been on Maine, on Lowlands or something last time I used the Bandit, and yeah, it just makes me regret using it every time because it tips over and then it's a complete nightmare to get back to its wheels. It just drags along its side all over the place. Yeah, I wish they would fix that because it just completely ruins it. Right. Well, that's them done. I could do with, not now, but at least travelling through that gateway just so I can some kind of a bearing on which way to rotate the map. So log station. Assume this one has got medium. Will be the one we're going to then. So I'll probably fly off there. I might have to do 2 runs, but that's fine because I can't even see what way I'm going for the first run, so at least the second one I'll have some kind of idea. It does look good to fly off there though. If it goes wrong, the loaf will have to come in and rescue me. No. Don't mind them fill the trees though, not with these trailers, because they hook on everything. That's right, tree. Oh, I'm in reverse. I was going to say, like, surely it's going to drive forward at some point. I think that's an unkillable tree. Last second. See, they're the ones that blend in with, like, those I just hit that are killable. That's unkillable. Rear steer for the win. Let's do a 3-pointer. Oh yeah, which was a log's way, even. That amazing shortcut I just used. Just remember that one for later. Mark Rowe, does anyone know if AGL has been in chat? Yep, he's there. Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't even scroll down as well. There is one comment. Yes, he has. Duck, you could stack 2 loaves on the medium log add-on. You certainly can. I was tempted to, but I just kind of figured, like, if I was doing a video, that is exactly the kind of thing that I would be doing. You know, I've got a screenshot somewhere of a guy that sent me, he put like 28 loaves on the ferry on Duncan Bay that I said I'd add to a video, and yeah, I mean, I've remembered in the sense I can remember now. It's when I'm actually making a video that I need to remember, but one day I will. Yeah, it's a good picture though. He went all out. Is it just me, or does that log trailer look massive compared to the truck? I must admit, do you know what? It crossed my mind a little bit earlier. I did just think, I thought, oh, maybe it's just me, but it does. Or at least on some angles, yeah. I don't know if it's just like the camera or what, but the thought did cross my mind. Hey AGL, how are you? Wild Bill Esquire. Wolf, have you tried the Mac defense since the season update? If you haven't, then you should, as they adjusted the collision model to get over terrain easier. It makes the Mac even better. I'm trying to think. I know I've built one, and it's like pretty much at the top of my garage list. I think I must have gone and driven it somewhere. I don't think I've done like a video or anything on it. I'm trying to think, if I'm honest, even if I drove it, I don't think I was... I drove it because I'd heard the collision things had been fixed, but I don't think I was paying attention when I drove it, if I'm completely honest, so... But I suppose that's not a bad thing, because then that means I didn't really notice that it's catching on everything. But yeah, if I think I've driven it, I just forgot to pay attention to why I was driving it. So I probably need to go and do that again. Well, the chances of these logs staying packed, see? I didn't even get to finish the sentence. Duck, see if the almighty loaf can pull the chunky clob. He certainly can. I've even flipped funnily enough, it was Wisconsin on the first map. Flipped a clob and an 8-slot trailer, and even reloaded the 4 metal beams onto the trailer. Oh yeah, I left them at the watchtower. I was going to say, speaking of loaf, didn't I have one with me? It'd help if I had a clue where the hell I'm going. Right, so it's probably going to be a wiggly road like that. In which case, I am going the wrong way. I mean, I don't know, I could try and get up that hill. We'll see. I'm not doubting the dolphin, I'm wondering whether the logs will agree with me. Hang on, oh no, so I'm not going the wrong way. I thought I was facing the other way. Yeah, when I can't see the edges of a map, as you can tell, it throws me out quite a lot. Right, right, good. I think I was seeing things. Yeah, no, it definitely is. I don't know if it's just... When it crossed my mind, I thought, I wonder maybe if it's because like the sideboard's bumped forward and there's the crane at the back and all that, but I don't know. It does seem particularly either hefty or the dolphin is just like a slimmer vehicle than you sort of think. I suppose when you park the dolphin next to some other vehicles, they do make it look like a bit of a smaller truck. Don't do it, logs. That's how they're thinking about it. It's one of them with a log trailer. If you can keep enough forward momentum, it has less time to tip over. God, it's got no chance of getting up there, really, has it? I only will go around this way because I haven't got a log crane with me. I'm gonna have to do a second run as well, so if I can help it, I don't want to lose these logs and then have to do 3 runs. Well, I'm assuming you can look around this way. Find out in a minute. Yeah, I didn't go this way last, like doing the exploration video. I think I drove down a waterfall. That one, I think. Yeah, it was. It looks familiar. Now, oh, I fucking did it. shit, there's a loaf there. Well, I suppose I could go down this way now and see if it's even remotely viable. That tree. I'm thinking I didn't really want to go that deep into the woods this way, if I'm honest. That trailer. This was the way. Where was I going to drive up? Yeah. We'll see how bad it is. I might go back up that way. To be honest, I'm kind of amazed I made it there with the first lot of logs. Yeah, it's definitely... I can smash some trees out of there. There's potential. Like, if you could somehow, like, super ratchet strap cargo, or logs in this case, to the trailer. Yeah, could go anywhere. But this trailer's just a bit of a troll for tipping at the best of times. Let alone with, yeah, the kind of routes that I'll be picking tonight. Who needs roads, exactly? Not me, not the loaf. Or the dolphin. Robert Lozier, hello sir, how's it going, dude? Have you joined us for the old stream? Nasty glitch found on Badger Lake. Some simple mud to get through, but when I got into it, it threw me back to the dashboard. Took me several tries to get my freight delivered. Fair enough, on Badger Lake as well, that's, yeah. That's the, like, the original map, isn't it? So... yeah, I wonder if that's, like, a new bug that's occurred, or if it's something that's been there for a while. Do you know what? It's just good practice to turn around before you actually pack the logs, because then you can just be more violent with the trailer. This mission has gone suspiciously well so far, so that's making me nervous when that happens. Shit. Help if I was looking. Waiting for that AGL Burlak. Is it on the list? Released about 2 hours ago, should hit consoles next week. Sounding pretty good. Yeah, I'll definitely be getting that one. Brandon Cordell, hey Mr. Longwolf, how are you doing? Well, I appreciate the compliment. Yeah, I'm not too bad, cheers dude, how are you doing? Duck, loaf needs a buff. What kind of buff would the loaf possibly need? To be honest, I wouldn't even want them to tamper with the loaf. I think the only thing they have changed, but I think they've changed it for just every vehicle in general. The angle that your vehicle starts, I think they've made that a little bit more severe. I think the loaf, me and the loaf definitely used to get away with a bit more stuff. But I've always had, so far, touch wood, another vehicle that's like I can flip myself back, or I've got an autonomous winch. But yeah, I've just noticed in general, I think it seems a little bit more severe with that. Oh, shit. Bridge. I forgot for a minute I even had a log trailer full of logs. Quite surprised they're still there, considering, yeah, half an hour ago or whatever, I didn't even realise I'd lost an entire chunk of metal beams. I have to say though, Angry Ginger Life, this dolphin is an absolute beast. That tree. Stuck in me now. Yeah, that was good. I'm glad I managed to go that way in the end. Just an inch. I've been gradually going through the maps to clean up all the dark spots with the radar trailer. Yeah, I've not recently, but I did the same thing myself. Months ago now, probably getting on for a year ago. But yeah, up to like whatever maps I had at that point. I think I tried clearing up as many as I could. It's just, yeah, even though it didn't really matter, or there wasn't really much missing by then. 4.5 grand. See, by comparison, that's not a big payout for that mission versus like the one I did not long ago that was about 11,000. You do get a watchtower, but yeah, until you can buy loafs with watchtowers, I'd rather take the money. Again, I keep forgetting which angle. So right, that's the top of the map. Yeah, and the gateway, yeah, is like there. I suppose at some point I could go and get that watch tower. It's gonna have to happen. Release that trailer into the wild. Where it belongs now. Well, unless I need it again in the future, and it happens to be, since there is no trailer stores on this map. Come and recapture it once. Just an inch at Cola now, White Valley, Alaska, hardest to fully open so far. Yeah, but again, I think it was ages ago, probably even like longer than a year and that ago that I did Alaska. I think, yeah, that one did take a while. Cranes are still just as craney as they were. Yeah, but it was White Valley that when I originally scouted that map, I did it with a Cat 745C, so I really didn't kind of make life much easier for myself on that one. Just for the, because I didn't really go, yeah, I went down that waterfall, which I'm tempted to do again. One way or another, I could do a heading over there. We'll see. I'll try and drive past it, but I might not be able to. Robert Lozier, I have a screenshot of the bad glitch area. I don't even know. I don't even know how I'd be able to get a picture of it, to be honest. Whereabouts on the map is it roughly? If you kind of had the map rotated like north being north, are we talking like top left, top right, or bottom left or bottom right? Duck. I was driving my P16 in Alaska, going to a mission, hit a pothole and got stuck by the raft of 1,000 loaves. Which, in Alaska, I've gone through some pretty juicy potholes in the P16. I don't think I've yet managed to get one completely wedged in the map, but yeah, every now and then there is some odd glitches on this game. There was a rock, funnily enough, on it was near the landslide on this, or not this map, but this phase, like the first map, Mountain Ridge or whatever it's called. Yeah, that just kind of ate my loaf tyre at some point, and I got stuck in that for a little bit. Oh, I didn't really mean to start that mission. It was just a kind of habit of drive by activating them, but we might do it now. Guys, my thing, you know, I don't know, a green rubbery thing that hooks over my analog sticks, that was just coming off. That's why my steering was, I was trying to put that back on while steering. It did not go very well. Gotta go, but not very far. £1,000 just like that. Oh yeah, do you know what? We'll see. That bridge will be up here that's not built. That I drove over in the ZIC 605R. Is it this one? Might have been. See where I'm going. Yeah, just curious, like, this might be able to drive over, it might not. I think the more wheels and everything, the better. Yeah, it's a bit of a gap between the front and rear wheels, so it'd be interesting to see if it can or not. Alright. Fingers crossed and hope for the best. Yeah, I quite like, I might not even build that bridge for a while, because I quite like doing that, to be honest. I'm just thinking whether to carry on or not. It's not that I don't want to carry on, I'm just thinking, is it worth coming back at some point where I've got a radar bobble thing? Otherwise I'm just going to get to that watchtower, but I'm not really going to uncover anything else, so the other gateway is only there. I might go back. Didn't even plan to do that, but I just thought as I was going then, yeah, it's going to be a lot of driving and that just for one watchtower really, but then I'm going to have to drive back. I'm saving cogs, just kept my steering just so I was looking away at that. Derek Wallen, hey Mr. Lone Wolf, how's it going, dude? Brandon Cordo, I'm good, thanks for asking, Mr. Lone Wolf. Did you know that the Burlac is just a big ATV vehicle? To be honest, that makes more sense. One thing I found weird with like how tippy it seems to be is like the back of it is, it's like some kind of cloth it's made from. And yeah, just in real life, I don't think it'd be anywhere near as tippy as the game is kind of implying that it is. But yeah, that does kind of make a lot of sense. I imagine in real life, like the real version would be pretty damn good at like off-roading and yeah, snow and all that sort of stuff. I like that new trailer as well. I've seen it somewhere. It's at one of the yards that I've been into. I've not towed it or anything. I didn't even see it as an option in the trailer store, but maybe I just didn't have like the right truck, or maybe I've got to do something first before you unlock it, or maybe it's just a unique trailer. I'm not too sure yet, but either way, it looks cool though. Is that Navistar that's towing it, or might be? Well, may as well go back there and just get some radar stuff done before I forget to do that. Just a lynch. I'm gonna head to bed later, guys. Yeah, cheers for popping in, dude, and enjoy the rest of your night. Before I go, the difficulty of White Valley was getting all the water fully scanned. Okay, gone now. I'll see you guys. White Valley, yeah, the water. No, that's true actually. I'm trying to think if I did that on my playthrough. I remember doing it. I remember, but that might actually be on this playthrough. I spawned that, it was like a massive boat mod that you could kind of park trucks inside. Ages ago, yeah, it was a boat, but it was on wheels as well. It was horrifically, it's a good mod, I just mean it's horrifically awkward to spawn and get to, like, where it is you want to go, because it's just like a massive vehicle. But yeah, I'm guessing that'll be on this playthrough. I've obviously been to the island in like the bottom corner. It's close. I thought about hooking my wheel in there. Oh, they actually build it through. I'm about ready to put across there. Some gaps. Fire a wing down. Knows when to get skinny. I mean, I know I've driven all the way back here when I could have just recovered, but it wouldn't be as fun. That's what we needed. Do I need anything else while I'm here? I don't think I do. So, well, yeah, I need to pick a mission, I was going to say. What the hell am I even doing? I'm attaching radars to trucks. I don't know what I'm doing. I didn't even hit the floor. He wins that game. Hamburger loaf. So Bracy, how's it going, Mr. Lone Wolf? Buying loaves with watchtowers would be quite a deal. Glad to catch your live stream. Hope all is going well for you. Yeah, I'm not too bad, cheers, dude. Yeah, how are you doing? It would if you could buy loaves with watchtowers. I'd be all over them. Keep my eye out for them. Then. I was going to go and do a mission. And that still can be done. The saving cogs, but I don't know. I could go back and do a bit of scouting. Not that far, going back to the gateway. Squeeze through here, though. That goes well that time. Can be. Come see in a minute. Credit where it's due. Steve is one stubborn beast. Just get out of the way. Didn't move her until I winched her. Do respect it. Smoke 82 Wolf, have you used the Kenworth since they reduced the tyre size? I don't believe I have actually. I didn't even realise they had reduced the tyre size. Was that, I know like the tyres that I prefer the look of were 2 inches bigger than the other tyres, which I heard was because I think those other tyres were like catching on the truck or something. But yeah, I didn't even know they'd tweaked it, so yeah, at some point when I'm back on Mountain Ridge, I'll have a look. Because even then, when I just used it, I didn't even realise that was the case. But yeah, cheers for letting us know. Brandon Cordial, hey Smoke82, I've seen you in gaming with JJ Livestream. Robert Lozier, Badger Lake, centre-ish of map, southeast of the railway station. Yeah, I'm not too sure with that. Yeah, I wonder if it's like a newer bug, or yeah, if it's kind of like been there for ages. Certainly the only the bug on that map that I've heard of for like a very long time, but yeah, you never know each time they update things. They sometimes break another couple of things. Get one done at the start. I know I'll probably waste a bit, but it doesn't really matter with mods. I've got plenty of fuel. Yeah, so back that way. That'll do, about probably a radar trailer there. Yeah, that'd be nice. I'm doing pretty good. How are you, Derek Llewellyn? Yeah, not too bad, cheers, dude. Been a bit of a busy one. Oh yeah, yesterday as well. By the way, sorry, I didn't even upload a video. I didn't even like. It wasn't even on my radar to think about it. I was talking to my brother and that as well, and my nephew's over, but I got to about 6 or 7 in the morning, and I was like, oh yeah, shit. I like didn't even like, yeah, have a video in mind that I was going to make. I completely missed the boat on that one. Oh yeah, I don't need to, I've got it. Just drive over this and then. Just feel good getting away with it, right? Right, according to the community update, we're getting 2 DLCs next month. One with new tyres / rims, and the other a new truck. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, cheers for letting us know. And what's that next month? Yeah, which will work out. I know it's like before Christmas, but getting on for around them, which should be pretty nice. So I'm not bothered at the minute, but that is the sort of thing. One day I will have to drive a vehicle like up to here just to radar that last little bit. But I'm not that bothered at the minute. I've missed more than enough on various maps to just, yeah. That's one thing. I do get a little bit OCD-ish about some things, but then at the same time, kind of have to tell myself these days it gets to a certain point and I can kind of OCD myself back out of it by reminding myself that I don't want to get too caught up in it. Thankfully, I don't get OCD or anything like that bad, not compared to what some people do. I think we've all probably some kind of shade of it with certain things. I don't know what it is tonight. Just seem to be picking purposely awkward routes, but I'm not really doing it on purpose. I just, well, for once, this vehicle I know I can give it a good old honest crack. Considering I explored this map the other day, I'll be honest, I recognise very little of it. Not much in the way of landmarks going on at the minute. Yeah, I think the watchtower I'm heading to now is the one I got confused earlier and thought I was about to deliver those logs and everything too. Brandon Cordill, there's videos on the Burlack ATV on YouTube. Oh, is there? Yeah, cheers, I'll probably have a look at that afterwards. It's pretty, like, massive for an ATV vehicle in that case, isn't it? Sort of reminds me loosely like a Sherpa, but like a 6-wheel drive version. Oh yeah, I remember now. Just make sure around the long way. Get this watchtower. It's not really climbing up there because it's further sort of over there, but we'll see. Probably not going to go the longest way round. Like a nice little gap up there. Good. Bloke just new to abort mission. See? And then I stayed on my wheels. He knows. On his first rodeo. See? He's back on his wheels. I'm professional every time. Duck. I did a test on which trucks could pull 3 of the Club 74760, and they were the Derry 3194 and the Dan. Could pull 3 Clubs. Rodney Stigall, sorry. Thanks for the stream. Have a good one, everyone. Yeah, I appreciate it, dude. Cheers for popping in. Right, that does get a nice bigger chunk of the map. Oh yeah, it's with this stupid bridge. You know what? We'll go for the bridge again. Someone said in the comments, I might have been getting the loaf caught on the top of the bridge. I'm not saying 100% I wasn't, but I did specifically check that. I just edited it out the exploration video. But yeah, at the time I was able, like, the loaf was sort of jiggling around in the sideboard and everything, so I don't think I was getting that caught. But someone said they were able to cross the bridge, but they drove from the other way, so I don't know, we'll find out. Yeah, can always go there now and see what it's doing. But yeah, I've been over other bridges, like on other phases, that have just got a random invisible wall in the middle, so in the end I kind of assumed it was that, but there is a chance. Do you know what, in fact, I will load the loaf, but for now, turn behind me, because then the vehicle's definitely not going to be too tall. But yeah, I took the Zik 605R, so this is definitely like a smaller, shorter vehicle. Gone away up that mountain than whatever they had in mind. Matt Gracie, what is your favourite map so far? Again, it's a bit of a tough one to call. There's certainly, looks-wise, again, that Duncan Bay is pretty far up there. I don't know if I'd say it's my favourite map, but it's definitely a very good-looking map. I quite like some of the originals, like Black Badger Lake. Yeah, the first Wisconsin map I liked a lot. Alaska, like White Valley, and it's the North Port as well, the first map. But yeah, overall, I mean, mostly they have done a lot of good maps. Yeah, see, it's something like, I don't think it can pretty much rule out that it's the loaf, but it just, I don't know what it is. It's just like an invisible wall that I'm now possibly phased into for whatever reason. Definitely not loaf. I know I had faith in him, but yeah, whatever's going on, it's just not happening for me. Unit. Around the old-fashioned way. Well, then again, kind of not be too hasty. Like the other, wangling a slightly quicker way. Oh, if that crane wasn't there, I swear, the loaf would have just dived into that sideboard. Like he belonged. Is that Rika Fadrin? Bang top up. Pep bang. I have no idea what that means. To be honest, It could be hello. I could have just told someone to sod off in a language I've never even spoke before. Oh well, credit where it's due, the fact that it stalled and then thought, actually, probably because it had a loaf plugged into it via a winch cable. My suspicions. Oh yeah, Derek Wallen, that's great to hear. Yeah, no, I appreciate it, dude. It's yeah, not been too bad this week. Sure, I'm right. I also like to scan all corners of the maps too. Yeah, it's just, it's one of them. If you can, if there's time, it's got to be done. Well, speaking of which, I may have even gone a little too far. You know what? We'll have a backup. Just move that radar back this way a little bit. We'll see. It might miss a little bit, but again, I'm not too worried about it. There'll be future options, especially on this playthrough. Oh, I think I did two. Yeah, just a little bit missed, but that's all good. It got that corner, so that will do. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's an upgrade somewhere around there. Look, what would be a good challenge with hard mode? I'm not sure actually. It's a good question though, because yeah, once you kind of get used to like the sort of admin side of it, of like you got to pay for trailers and or you can't resell them or whatever it is, you know, and like all that sort of stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of something that would be objectively hard. That's what she said. Honestly, I'm not sure really. I suppose you could sort of say like a difficult mission, but it's hard to... There's a fine line between a difficult mission and just kind of one that's a lot of faffing around. Yeah, I don't know. It's not strictly the best answer, but I suppose maybe a mission against the clock or something kind of at least implies that you might have to maintain a certain level of speed, which obviously increases the risk of like crashing, so, or rolling, etc. But yeah, that's not a million miles away really from like the contests. Solid. Treat myself. I'll just do another radar show that I don't need to be as frugal with them as I did on the normal playthrough. Robert Lozier, yeah, another Bridge of Lies. I think you've called it in the past. It is, yeah. It's a shame as well, because I don't know, especially in a game like this, that's the sort of thing that you kind of feel, especially if you've got a vehicle that can actually bump over those like little railway barriers in the way. Oh no, wrong bridge. Yeah, then you should earn like being able to cross it. Versus like you've only got to drive down here and go across there anyway, so it's not some game breaking like shortcut. It's just, yeah, for some reason they I assume they must have like, say, a bridge template that they just kind of like paste onto the game, and maybe there's an invisible barrier. And yeah, possibly with some bridges they've kind of gone back and removed the barrier, but I don't know. I'm hoping it's more of an oversight than they actually purposely just block it so we can't use it, because it seems a little bit, I don't know, anti-gamery. Like, yeah, I want to drive all over the place. Grab that upgrade quickly. Change the time of day again. That's long. Oh yes, can you go back and explain what you dropped on your dashboard inside the truck? A scanner, what is that? Is it something new? It's a mod. I'll click into the... yeah, it's in the like bobblehead section, but the mod is effectively a radar, so it works in the same way as the prototype trailer. But yeah, it's just basically on the dashboard, but as far as like accessing it, I just go down into like activate radar as I would if I had a radar trailer, which normally you attach to the back of a Scout. Yeah, but it does the same thing. It just kind of solves the issue of having to take the radar trailer with you everywhere, really. But yeah, it is a mod. It's not like in the normal game. But it's yeah, well worth getting. I think it's called like GGMS. Bobblehead radar or something like that. And yeah, certainly it's one to recommend. It does make things a little bit easier. I mean, I could quite easily just have a radar trailer on the back of the loaf now and it wouldn't make too much difference, but yeah, just for the sakes of speeding up the inevitable. Like right now, for example, and for what it's worth, you click it, it's done in like a second. I don't mind the animation on the trailer. I actually think it's quite cool, but yeah, you don't have to like sit there and watch it every time. It gets it done pretty quick. Right, so I kind of... don't want to get to there, really. Something like that. Oh, might worry, yeah, it's called the bobblehead radar. That's the one. I think it might never modded. Yeah, the mods, there's a lot of good mods, to be honest. It's a good way to kind of not reinvent the game, but you've certainly got with the mods like a lot of other options to. Yeah, I mean, again, it's partly because of the live stream and partly I just like to anyway, but particularly when I'm on the live stream with mods, I do kind of mod them to pretty powerful versions. But I also think AGL's mods are still very sane, even at the top end. They don't feel like physics breaking. They just feel like they're clearly a lot more powerful than like a normal commercial truck would be. But for the most part, I think if you did like an actual full-fledged like racing truck kind of thing that do the Paris-Dakar racing and all that, like, yeah, it just feels like it's a beast. That's how I want it to be. And yeah, because just doing a live stream as well, I kind of, I don't know, lean on the side of wanting to keep the pace a bit quick, rather than say, yeah, you know, going the other way and getting like doing every live stream sort of going this fast. So I think that's kind of between those two reasons it works out quite nice. But yeah, even on this mod, I've only got to put like a smaller engine in and stuff, and yeah, you can kind of make them go. I suppose I need to go about there and do a radar. Yeah, you can make vehicles kind of cover like the whole spectrum, really, as far as like depends what you're looking for. Duck, what would your favourite mod be? The again, that's another good question. Well, I mean, partly on principle, I'm going to say the AGL loaf, because it is goddamn professional. It's actually a genuinely, yeah, like, really good, but I mean, an honest, like, it keeps the loaf as the loaf, but it's a modded version that's just got, like, more tyres, more add-ons, better stuff, bits and bobs. But yeah, it still feels like very much the loaf, so I would say that, but then, yeah, there's a lot of mods from AGL that well, the Dolphin I'm driving now, and yeah, Fox has got some good mods, JBL, was it Mr. Buses? Yeah, it's hard to like narrow it down to like one definite mod, but then I suppose if I really, really had to, I probably would go with the loaf, and I'll just put it with like vanilla vehicles with everything else, but I'll just have a loaf with me. It'll kind of solve most of those issues. Well, say most, all of them, with room to spare. Yeah, I didn't really fully plan to like, do an exploration part tonight, but I may as well get it out of the way, because I'm going to have to at some point. The good thing is that it's a hell of a lot quicker. Yeah, doing it with mods and a radar trailer, a radar bobblehead even. Robert Loja, if I ever modded, I'd want a jetpack. I want to fly around the maps. I was just saying that the other month, like, what was I was listening to, yeah, Fortunate Son, and it just, if I could fly a loaf like a helicopter around the map and shoot trailers, I was trying to figure out, Duncan Bay would have been a really good one, because it's got that big tall mountain that you kind of sneak up. But yeah, I went pretty deep into that thought not very long ago. Not quite a jetpack, but similar results. And I mean, as a whole new game that it could be getting onto. Radar trailer uses fuel each scan. I've never used. It does, yeah. The normal radar trailer, you get 120 litres of fuel with it, and it uses 20 each time. So you basically get 6 goes with it until unless you bring extra fuel. And then where is it? Refuel. I don't actually know off the top of my head. 200 fuel, and it's using 20 each time, I assume. Yeah, so you get 10 goes with this one, but then obviously by the time you've got mods, I've got roof rack that's got 1,000, spare wheel that's got 5,000, so yeah, I'm not going to be running out of fuel anytime soon. But yeah, 6 goes on the normal one. And then, like, you have to connect it to a scout, and obviously I always take the loaf with me, so sort of by default I've got a loaf that's got a roof rack that's got another 120. Oh, I just had to miss that a little bit. I'm doing another trailer, yeah. Bobblehead thing, whatever it's called. I might keep accidentally calling it a trailer. See, with the normal radar trailer, I'd just let that little corner go because it wouldn't be worth 20 fuel, but in this case, since it takes that long and it's done, it's all good. Although I do prefer it being like the middle of the day in this game. The headlights are actually still pretty respectable these days in this game. They actually do show up, they're not just kind of like a gimmick. still, I think that was my first video, was the how to put the headlights on, and it's, I should imagine, still probably one of my top 3 most viewed videos also, and there's a lot of people that, yeah, like, they just never explained it. They just assumed we all knew to hold L1 or whatever, and yeah, turns out a hell of a lot of us didn't. A lot of us were driving around with side lights on, like I was, until I accidentally found how to turn the headlights on. I think, what was it? You hold that and press... Oh yeah, it was probably to turn like the diff locks or something on, and I pressed the wrong button, and I think I hit circle, and I was like, oh shit, I've actually got headlights. Probably gonna have to steer into that one. It was a bit late to steer out of it. Oh yeah, I was just gonna say, where the hell am I going? I sort of know, but at the same time, there's a lot of winging it going on. You know what? So I'm doing another one here anyway. Bronson, I've been using that bobble dart ever since it came out. Yeah, it's very handy. I have been, except I often forget to just equip it in the vehicles. But yeah, I believe it might have been Mark Rowe that told me about it when they first released it. And yeah, I've tried it, and it's just a good mod. It's almost one of them that if you could just click something to say you just automatically want it equipped in every vehicle, I'd click that, and it just, yeah, it's the fact that it just sits on your dash as well. It doesn't even like take up any cargo slots or trailer space or anything. It was yeah, a very good idea to go that way around it, to be honest. I'll get to out there and do another one. Kind of need to do a fat one in the middle of the map. I remember like last time, like, it was actually not a bad little drive this last little bit. Yeah, because I won't bother. I don't know, I could head that way a bit. Oh yeah, I went back round that way last time. Radar, yeah, I think it will just about cover all of that, won't it? If I get it like, if I'm about there. I'm gonna go get this corner quickly, but I think we can just about do that in one. That's definitely what she said. Yeah, we'll go back for it later, we'll go this way. On the markers, I'm just going to put across there, but it's not worth my sanity. Mark Roach, same here, yeah, is that with the bobble radar thing? I like how they put the plane from Amandra on this map. Do you know what, I've not seen it yet or anything, but I have heard it's back from Amandra, and yeah, I think the same, if that's the case. Yeah, I'm sort of quite glad to see it back myself. Well, again, not seen it, but yeah, hear that it's back. It'd be nice, yeah, if we could build it and I don't know, it kind of stays in place as is. But we're going to have to do 2 more anyway, so. Duck, what's your favourite mission? I don't know off the top of my head. One that always jumps out that I did like for whatever reason was where you had to get the special objective trailer from... It was on the Northport map, where you had to get it. Did I do that? I don't think I have crashed that truck. Yeah, you had to get a special objective trailer from... It was a factory, it's through the mud that's normally in my exploration videos that I just call like the Devil's Mud section or something. And I did it with a P16, and for whatever reason I just remember that being... I don't know, it often... When I think of a mission that I liked, that one always pops into my head for whatever reason. Oh yeah, so this is essentially the bit of footage I lost. I think I just drove that way, and then I kind of went behind the factory that's there to radar the rest. But I drove from I came that way down the river. My favourite mod is the radar bobblehead. It's just so handy. Yeah, it definitely... again, when I remember to use it, but it's... Yeah, just the nicest thing is the fact that it is a bobblehead, so... It's, yeah, it's just available space that we've got, really. It doesn't cost us anything else, well, unless you wanted to put some kind of other bobblehead thing on your dashboard, but yeah, I can kind of live without that for how handy the radar thing is. It's the sort of thing as well that they'll never really put into the normal game because it's too handy. But it's nice, at least considering how strict they are in some ways on this game. It's nice that they yeah, did commit pretty well as far as all the mods go. Obviously it's thanks to the modders for actually adding vehicles and modding them, but yeah, being on console, kind of, we don't always get that many options to have mods, so it's nice to have a game that's actually embraced them pretty well, considering they've certainly, in theory, could have screwed themselves out of potential DLCs they could have done with overpowered vehicles that now there almost isn't even a market for. Or at least as an alternative that you can just go and get mods and have like overpowered vehicles that way. And to their credit as well, they don't even really... Oh, is it out of fuel, I'm assuming? Yeah, they don't even really go that route, and... I think one of them's run out. Yeah, they could have been a lot more kind of ruthless with making maps that are really difficult and then only offering us like a DLC vehicle that can do it. Certainly, yeah. I don't know, EA and Activision and all that. They'd make us win a fucking radar trailer in a loot box or something. And even then, it'll work once and then you've got to go and try and win another. Or you'll win tickets and you have to get 10 tickets just to get a radar trailer. They'll find some way to completely ruin the point of it and try and milk everyone for every penny they've got. I reckon I probably could get the whole thing done. I might just do a radar trailer this side because I know it's just going to end up leaving that last little bit, and I don't really need the fuel or anything, so why even do it to myself? My favourite truck is the Max Pack Tatra 815. That truck can be outfitted to do anything. The Max Pack. I'm trying to think. I probably have tried that, because I only don't put the Max Truck Pack thing on much these days, because the amount of extra things it adds into the truck store. Again, it's only really because I'm on a live stream. If I was doing my own thing, I'd happily add it because it's just more options of stuff. Yeah, it's just for the sakes of, like, then when I go to buy other vehicles, it takes me 5 minutes odd to just find which vehicle I want to buy in the truck store. But other than that, yeah, there's, well, obviously there's just about every vehicle going in that one mod alone. I suppose objectively it'd be a very good choice if you could only pick one mod, because of yeah, the amount of vehicles, and I remember as well, like, they've got about every upgrade sort of going in there. So yeah, that pretty much covers just about everything in that one mod alone, I suppose. Mark, is that the 73310? No, that's the Azov. Talking about the truck you get in the Don region. Oh, sorry. One of my favourite current mods is the 10x10 version of the Tatra Force, based on the real life truck. Oh yeah, do you know what? I might even have that mod. I don't know if I've turned it on yet, but I remember you said about that a little while back. But it was just when I was having, like, the game kept crashing and all sorts. Or did I already use it? Was that the one where I got the wrong... There was one where I got the wrong vehicle, wasn't there? You recommended one, and I think I got an 8-wheeled version. I think I've still got it, though, in my mods. I didn't turn it on tonight again, just because I don't really want to push my luck too much, but... yeah, I may well still have the truck that you're on about. Alright. So yeah, head down this little way. Gates in history, if it thought that was going to stop anyone. I wonder how many, like, gates and fences and that, just out of curiosity, that I or any one of us have, like, smashed over in this game since... I know I've done quite a lot on White Valley alone, just cutting over to the airport. Well, we'll get nearer there. We'll see. You watch, I'll end up missing one tiny little edge. Stuck on. Oh, is it that post? That's like a tree stump 2.0. I don't honestly even know why or how I'm picking the routes I'm picking today. I'm not doing it on purpose. It's just the way it's happening. I'm just not happy about it. To its credit, Dolphin is eating these weird routes I'm taking up for breakfast. And you get a free little loaf boost when you hit the winch. Just one of the ways he helps. Oh, okay, I like that one, but the steering seems a little twitchy to me. What would you say your favourite American vehicle is? The American ones. I don't know. The Twin Steer's definitely got to be pretty high up there. But I wouldn't say, like, strictly speaking, sort of objectively and all the rest of it. It's in some ways a bit of a nuanced vehicle, and it is a little bit too tippy in the scheme of things. But just as a bit of a unique random vehicle, I like how much power it's got, and now it's got the all-wheel drive, it's even better. But the way, even when it had just like was it the rear wheels or whatever that was powered, yeah, it just used to have a pretty good way of kind of punching its way through terrain that it didn't really have much business making it through. Right, I might go back to the first one, or maybe, let's see, I suppose I probably could do possibly a mission on here. I don't really want to do another watchtower one or anything though. Oh, here's something. Where am I? Yeah, I'm going to head back to the other map anyway, but since I'm near the gateway, I might just do a quick lap of whatever that wants us to do. I could get that table from here. Bronson, the upgrade is in that last area. Is that, do you mean the one? I can't even remember where it was now. Oh yeah, there was one there. Is there, oh, funnily enough, water tank. Oh, they got water back on this phase as well. I suppose they were going to kind of bring it back, since they seem to go to the effort of doing it on was it phase 9, but I don't really mind it. Again, it's just another excuse to take some kind of cargo, but yeah, the way it sort of let you transfer it between a few those like water towers, but not between enough of them, it just seemed a little bit pointless, that side of things. But yeah, I didn't even realise that we had that stuff back. The loafer flag. A little drifting pendulum at the back of you. It'll help make some good things happen. Time well, I wasn't. I was trying to read the comments. Winch to every single killable tree first. The game likes to do it. I was going to say there's a bit of a weird hitbox going on there because it's a lot more severe than it looks. Right, well it's not really a speed run mission because it's not timed, but we'll pretend it is. Saying that once I'm somewhere in the top corner I am going to hit the radar because I know it missed that last little corner. Didn't forget about it. It's too far down the menu. I was going to see if we could do activate a radar without having to stop or anything, but yeah. I don't think I've been to this part of the map before either, because again, sort of exploring, I kind of did a radar trigger, I think, probably on the other side of that thing. So there's a few new bits of map I've not seen before. Yeah, the Max Pack mod is crazy insane, even a little bit over the top during Bastion. Yeah, true, especially if you dial it like up to the top end for each of them. Which that's what I mean, like by comparison. I think say AGL mods, for example, are still very kind of within the realm of realism. Whereas, yeah, some mods, if you dial them up to the top end, they're funny, but they're just insane. They're almost, yeah, just too powerful for their own good as far as, like... I've used some, yeah, it's just... I'll never get a mission done, because I'll just go flying off at 200 mile an hour until I smash into something. Oh yeah, I forgot, sort of... I think the whole timed run thing got abandoned a little bit around the time I stopped paying attention as much. Time. Well, I am paying attention, just not always to the same thing. That's the trick. It's weird how that works as well. You know, like if a woman says to you, "Are you listening?" Even if you didn't hear anything else they said, how do you always hear, "Are you listening?" The same modder made a 10x10 Dolphin too. Oh, is there? Again, at some point I need to get back on it. It's just each time they update a phase, I normally sort of wait a little bit anyway for a few weeks just for them to iron any bugs out. But yeah, it's not going to be too long, and I'll get back into the mod menu and yeah, grab some of the newer stuff. Yeah, I haven't really been in there for a while, and there's a few that you've recommended as well that I've not really had a chance to get yet, just, yeah, between blue screens and being a little bit cautious with mods. We're going to have to find out at some point. Again, touch wood, I've actually had it's been really good this phase. As far as I'm aware, I don't think I've had any blue screens. Yeah, and just in general, like it's been pretty smooth sailing so far, I think. Bronson, you have to use the standard engines with the max pack trucks. They have good power. The upgrades spend more time airborne than anything else. Yeah, that's the thing. They do. I agree with you on that. It's again, it's. I'd even go as far as to say it's nice to have the option because, yeah, you've got the option to put a completely insane engine in. Maybe, you know, there's like somewhere on the map you want to try and jump to or whatever it is. But I fully agree though. Like for day-to-day driving and all the rest of it. Yeah, the top engines are just too crazy. But like I say, yeah, I do like to have the option just to, you never know. If nothing else, I can always send them down the White Valley runway or something and jump off the cliffs. Still not successfully launched a vehicle off there and made it to the island. It's gonna have to be a vehicle that's pretty quick to do that. Problem is once you're going that quick, there's that stupid post at the end of the runway that's just a nightmare. The amount of hours I must have wasted hitting that. Duck, least favourite Russian vehicle. I don't know actually. In fact, what I shall do quickly. Since I can't even remember all the Russian vehicles. What would my least favourite be? That Sprinter was a bit of a disappointment, just because it wasn't even that good for racing. And then it doesn't really do a lot else besides that. I don't really want to hate on these, but they're not, like, I'm not going to use them ever, really. But that's because I'm going to use the goddamn horse. Again, I mean, I'm not going to use it really, but it's not actually a terrible vehicle, that one. It's got a nice little pace to it. Yeah, probably some of them scouts, to be honest, because most of the trucks, like, I can get some kind of use. The Bandit definitely is, yeah, a bit of a disappointment, because that's, in theory, it'd be a good vehicle. It's just horrific for tipping. I think they fixed that Khan Marshall. Yeah, they haven't really got anything objectively terrible as such, really, in the Russian stuff. Right, yeah, I'll pick a mission. And then, yeah, probably not going to be on too much longer, because... yeah, it feels like the headset, after a while, is just squeezing my head. So, I can only last so long in it. Seems to have kicked in quite early tonight. That's what I was supposed to do, change the time of day. What's in the middle set of contracts? Not a lot. Oh, town movies. I thought it was a tow movie set. I have just been on that map, so probably skip that one for now. It's the only mission available in the middle set of mission zone or contracts. Some of the watchtower. Storage zone. Oh, is that maybe just because I crafted a load of stuff? Well, for those who do that mission, it's unlocking a town, which I'm not really bothered about, but it's as good as any other mission. I'm not set up. I want to run short log, so I'm going to need a short log add-on. Or just bring a radar trailer? Not a ramp flatbed even. I'll be back live. Oh yeah, I need something to do with the tyres on the Kenworth as well. Let's go and buy one. That's still the same as it used to be for me. They were the bigger tyres by 2 inches, and they're not as good as these tyres, but I just like the look of them and the fact that it's an extra 2 inches. Again, that's what she said, but yeah, they just look the best, but it's a shame they're not as good as those other ones. But I don't know if, like, on other consoles or whatever, if there's been some kind of change. But yeah, from what I heard, for whatever reason, the original tyres in 71-inch versions are fine, but when they did 71-inch versions of the other tyres, apparently it was like catching on the arches or something, so I don't know, maybe that's what they're referring to as far as like that goes. Yeah, small logs, 3 consumables, and enough room if I've got that on the horse. Do I get the horse and logs first? Probably. I could go the longer way and all round there, but is it worth it or not? Do you know what, it might be actually. No, because then I've got to get the ramp flatbed with 3 consumables over to where the logs are. I already know that'll be a nightmare. The log shouldn't be that bad because it's actually I can add them on the truck. The whole truck's got to tip before the logs go, which, let's be honest, is still in the realm of possibility, but less likely than me tipping the trailer. Mark, the Burlak Max mod is wild but fun. You can fit it with the dual tyres from the K7M tractor. Oh, can you? Yeah, that will be probably pretty funny, to be honest. I was going to say, is my loaf hiding perfectly behind that tree? And he was. Oh, genius. Well, to be honest, there's a wait there again, loaf. I'll be back. I'll keep ending up on the oddest routes. To the point, I can't even remember what way I went the first time I drove around these maps. I don't even recognise where the hell I'm going. But some of them are some pretty nice scenic routes. Scenic, I don't know how you pronounce it, scene, but I said scenic. haven't seen it before. Something like that. Grab the loaf. Go back there. Something's making a weird noise in my headset. Like from the game, some background noise, I don't know what the hell it was. Oh yeah, that's where I climbed up the loaf. Not sure if the consumables and logs will appreciate that route quite the same, so I probably will have to go around this way. Yeah, something like that. So this goes. Promising. I haven't tried that one yet. Is that max pack thing? Yeah, at some point I'll probably have to turn that mod back on and go through a few of the later ones, because yeah, I used to use that mod pack quite a bit. Jamie Bastion, it looks so awesome with those tyres. I bet it does look pretty good, to be honest. That would suit it pretty well. The main thing, all it needs really is more power. That's what. Obviously, putting those tyres on would be. I'll definitely be putting them on as well, I reckon. But yeah, just even in the normal game, it just needs a bit more oomph to it. I have to. The chances of grabbing that loaf, I'd say slim to none. But only that post nearby just wouldn't. Just turn in circle. It's all going pretty well. But to be honest, I just kind of started driving this all night. I have no regrets, but yeah, kind of didn't really think to get any other mods. This Dolphin is just very, very nice to drive. Yeah, goddamn horse, obviously. Pretty good pair. Like I say, once I've got these pair, it's me done for quite a while. Mark Ray, there are actually many different routes to try on these maps. Really nice to see. Yeah, I agree with that, to be honest, even though I've not necessarily gone down them all yet. But even just tonight, like the fact that I've just sort of thought, I'll go this way and go that way and whatever, yeah, they have actually done that pretty well in this phase, because there's quite a lot of maps where I just know it'll punish me for even doing it, so I wouldn't even bother. But yeah, tonight I've actually been quite. I appreciate I've got like a modded version of the Dolphin on, so it's obviously gonna muscle its way through a lot of stuff. But again, really, it just happened at a slower pace. Like, I think the majority of the routes I've been going down tonight, it'd still be doable in like a normal truck. There's not any energy. Did I never create some? I wonder. Oh, that absolutely professional. Oh, beacons. I don't want them. Well, health and safety. Yeah. Just goddamn horse. Save me a bit of time. You don't tell me I run out of consumables again, game. Make it though. So he thought he was gonna fuck it at the end, but he didn't. Not radar, fucking hell, it'd be nice if they had different words and everything's activate or it begins with R. Yeah, I don't look close enough to have to differentiate from these things. I've actually short-logged some consumables. I don't know, I feel like I should have fucked something up more tonight than I have. And it feels like some kind of major disaster. It's just around the corner. We'll see. Things have been going pretty nicely. You never know, maybe it's one of them days where it just goes well. You get them every now and then. I've certainly had some days where everything just goes horrific on this game and it's like every little thing you do. There's like a domino effect and then you're like, oh yeah, that bug's happening, so now I have to go and do this. And then it'll find some other bug or glitch. Smoke 82, do you have AGL Step 255C? I know I definitely have the mod. Funnily enough, tonight I put it on and for some reason I think I turned it off. And I don't even know why. I think it was just, like, when I first go through turning all my mods on, I just kind of turn all the ones on that I already know that I had on. And then in theory, I should go back through the list. And then turn some others on, but I just, like, yeah, running a little bit tight on time and all the rest of it. I've just kind of been turning some mods on recently. I've not really, yeah, gone through and turned a lot of the other ones on. And the only reason it was off in the first place is just, yeah, a few months ago when I was having, like, glitches going crazy, so eventually I just turned, like, every mod off that I wasn't sort of currently using on the map, I think. Duck, what was your most memorable moment in SnowRunner? Well, I mean, it's got to be somewhere up there is the day I discovered the loaf. It's goddamn professional. It was somewhere around when I did the truck darts video, which OG loaf was actually briefly painted green to be the middle of a dartboard, but I jumped every vehicle off White Valley, off the cliffs. In theory, I think I'd rolled one vehicle, one truck, so I sent another truck to go and flip that, but then that truck landed on its side. And yeah, it genuinely happened. Like, I only owned about 15 vehicles at the time, and I believe every single one managed to jump off the cliff and land on its side. And I only had the loaf left. So I actually originally took him as kind of, I don't know, quite ironic, but almost to take the piss, like, yep, well, I ain't got much hope of this thing flipping any of these trucks. And then he flipped every goddamn thing on the beach, and then just hasn't stopped ever since. So, I think really, sort of, you've got to get credit for one of the most memorable moments. There's been a few, though. I think all of them have involved the loaf somehow. I don't know why that. I did some random video where I put Miley Cyrus wrecking ball as he flew under a bridge, which I actually recreated live on a live stream on a different bridge. the other week. Well, probably the other month now. It was on Duncan Bay. Oh, the road does go this way. It's just a very snaky one. Yeah, there's just a big fat list in my head of things that the loaf has pulled off that... I mean, yeah. I don't even just play on it to be like, oh, it's the loaf. Like, I genuinely do love the loaf in this game. And I will continue to do so. It'll never let me down. And, yeah. It's pretty safe to say I've done more than take the piss and then some. I've certainly asked quite a lot of the loaf. Probably more than should be expected, but so far, touch wood, he's yeah, been handling it all. See, that's more like it. 12,000, and you get a watchtower. That is enough money to buy a loaf. Yeah, the watchtowers look a little bit different these days. It's random. I can't remember if I said it, but they look like the towers that are in the old Call of Duty Black Ops 4 like Battle Royale, you know. It's called Blackout, but yeah. People used to sit in them watchtowers, and I used to nick helicopters and squirrel dive out and land on the roof. And then they heard me hit the roof. Well, they'd hear me land, but they'd rarely figure out that I'm on the roof. And then I'd just jump down and shoot them. I think it was on a video called, like, Shenanigans. But it was pretty funny. Like, I did it a hell of a lot more than made it into the videos. And, yeah, it just worked like a charm. That's how I'd pretty much guarantee get one kill every single game. Even if it was not jump on a watchtower. I'd just get a helicopter and squirrel dive out on somebody. And just land 2 foot away from them. And shoot them. And they had absolutely no idea. Like, just, you can't plan for that kind of thing. Someone's just going to squirrel dive and land next to you. Already aiming at you. Yeah. Highly recommend it if you ever go on that game. Oh yeah, we are on the first map. John, I'll go and do another last little, probably one of these, and then yeah, I think I will call it a day. Oh, I've got to go and rescue a Yar. Oh, why not? Kind of over that way-ish, right. Deliver to there, so I've actually got to go there. Oh, the saving cogs swoop in at the last second and cock block me putting a marker down. Well, it says I can go around that way, but let's be honest, I'm probably going to jump off the cliff. And then go that way. Like that. He will. Just want to do his little Ferrari prancing horse impression. I don't blame him, to be honest. That's what a damn professional would have done. Yeah, well, we'll see how long he stays in there, because yeehaw. It's like a scene from E.T. He was in the little basket flying past the moon. The nice thing is, the winches on AGL trucks, generally, if you get stuck on a tree long enough, they can usually break the tree. And it's that stupid little tree I just hit that's the actual super unkillable tree that just wrecked all the fun. See, those ones are unkillable to a point, but they will give in the end. But yeah, those little ones are just They're the real deal. It's like the Bruce Lee of trees. Bruce Lee. Spruce Lee. Yeah. Oh wait there, am I going to get this checkpoint and then have to turn around? Yeah. Game 4. Hey Mr. Wolf, did they end up fixing the Mac defense? Yeah, they have. Or apparently, again, I have driven it, but I forgot to pay attention to why I was driving it. But I've heard from multiple sources that it has been fixed, which yeah, is good. That's the kind of thing that I wish they'd do a little bit more. There's a few other trucks they could certainly do with tweaking, but nonetheless, I'm glad they did, because they could just as easily have ignored it and just let us deal with the fact that its axles catch more than they should. How the loaf just maintains his uprightness, just in case. I'm surprised it didn't kick me out of high gear, to be honest. I'm impressed it didn't even do that. And a boost. Eventually grab a tree that went plucking out the ground. Still getting up that. Manuals. I've got so many thumbs. I need about 4 sometimes when I'm playing this game. I bought an AGL generator trailer to that yard. Has 15,000 litres of fuel on board. Yeah, that'll do the job. To be honest, again, I remembered, but it was already, I was loading the game up. I need to check out AGL's trailer mod thing. I've heard about it, I have definite intentions to get it, but yeah, just keep forgetting when it's the crucial moment to actually click on it. This is the official way, but could be. Everything is unofficial before it's official. That is official. Well, so what do with a loaf? Back in there, really. There's a possibility. We might know how to achieve that. Well, about 50 different ways to achieve it with a loaf, but the one in particular I'm thinking of. Everything's in. Oh my god, didn't that actually winch to the front of the vehicle? Say it in sight. No, it ain't. I was gonna say, like, that never happens. This game is obsessed with winching to the side of a vehicle for some reason. Do it from the back. Doesn't bother me. She said. I'm having issues with the transmission on the Step 255C. What's it doing? Is it... sometimes when you're driving it's almost as if like all the wheels lock up. I've not specifically had it on that vehicle. I've not even had that issue with the gearbox specific to like any one modder. I've had it happen on multiple different mods, but just if speaking of like gearbox glitches, every now and then, yeah, it's kind of like the wheels will just lock up and nothing's moving, and then sometimes you just blip the throttle a few times and it suddenly launches off and carries on like normal. The way I'm going probably isn't strictly the way I want to be going. Which way, bro? Got white snake. Here I go again, stuck in my head. I keep hearing it. It's the most times I've ever seen a Yar 87 willingly tip back to its wheels. Normally, you could drag it along for 10 minutes and it wouldn't get back to its wheels like that. Not when you actually want it to. Oh, yes. Must be worth it. Yar, but it's for me. I don't know if even attempted that. It's impressive enough, because quite frankly I deserve to hit my chin and tip over for even pushing my luck on that one. Go out again. And the mod is doing what you want it to do. It's good times. Yeah, that's another one in the bag. 3,600. Not too bad. But yeah, I didn't really have to tow it that far. Yes, they fixed the Mac in the update. It drives better now. Yeah. Do you know what? I could go and grab one quickly actually and just go for a little blast in it. Murray, you need to take the Dolphin down the ski run. There are some cool jumps to try. That's true. Do you know what? I can do that as well anyway. Since we are right here, I'm going to say no to more jumps. So it's just a dark patch of the mountain over there. I thought there was like a fire on the go. Did it. Freewheeling. On a film. What time to be alive. The 90s was. Bleaker, is that a new paint scheme in the loaf? It is, but it's a mod that adds extra paint colours, so yeah, it's not strictly like just with the loaf itself. But yeah, it's handy because yeah, between the few playthroughs I've got about 400 loaves, so I kind of need more colours to differentiate them. It's too late now anyway. I've got about, I don't know, probably 20 odd of each colour, except OG loaf is the only black loaf. He's the original one, so I don't want to get mixed up with any others. But yeah, all the others I've got like, yeah, probably a good 20 odd of each colour by now. Well, we'll figure the jumps out. Keep an eye out for them. Right, where most modders add extra paint schemes to their trucks, sometimes up to 200 different ones. Yeah, that's true. And again, yeah, I appreciate the different colours, because sometimes I have different or specific trucks set up where, I don't know, I might just know, oh, I painted that one yellow and that's got chain tyres on or whatever, something about it that I might have, that I probably wouldn't be able to remember to list it off to anyone, but I just, as I look, I'd kind of go, oh yeah, that's the one that I put this, this and this on. So yeah, it is actually quite handy to have the different colours. Oh, that was a nice jump. Make a note of that one. MacDog, I find it so funny when you just smash your way around. I must admit, tonight's been one of those, for whatever reason. Just kind of look where I need to go. But yeah, it is nice to kind of just wing it. Send it a different way. You never know. To be fair, tonight, I've been pretty lucky with it all. It's been pretty kind to me, considering I've sort of been taking the piss quite a bit. I don't know what that is. I haven't got any. Well, I'm going to leave that there. Funnily enough, is that where I ended last week's? Yeah, I may as well. I can just go and buy a Mac Defense quickly. Yeah, so I doubt I've even if I have got one, who cares? Let's go and buy another one. Mac. I always forget there's a lot of upgrades I still haven't got on this this version of my playthrough. I'll just put them on. To be fair, I did say to someone as well, I like chained and I use them here, there and everywhere, but overall I think on this phase there's not as much need for them or anything really. None of the roads are like icy to the point where the normal like muds and whatnot are going to be able to get up them. And yeah, as far as going through the snow, again, the chained are handy. I still think they have the little benefits here and there, like biting on the edge of rocks and climbing up certain things, but for the most part it probably is worth just sticking to muds and that for this phase really. But yeah, I did just autopilot put chained on. I'll keep it on so it's not really gonna matter. It's funny though, you can just tell like, yeah, I'm back in a vanilla vehicle. Well yeah, so I'll just go for a quick drive actually. I don't know why I was pulling up there. I'm going with it. I don't know where I can go. Yeah, I'm trying to somewhere along there. I don't know which way, so I won't draw too many way markers. I've cleared that landslide. But yeah, we'll just give it a quick go over there, to be honest. I'm not going to spend too long on it. I just wanted to quickly see how it's doing. which I'm glad they have fixed it, because overall I liked just about everything about the vehicle. It was, yeah, the axles catching that was kind of the biggest downer of it, really. So if they have fixed that, which, yeah, it's going to be a bit anticlimactic to demonstrate it, really, because all it's just, yeah, it's not going to get caught on anything, but that is good. Like now, I'm pretty certain it would have snagged on them a little bit. For the most part, it'd catch and then, like, you could carry on. It didn't really completely stop you dead, but it was enough that it just kept, like, knocking you out of high gear and so on. It was, yeah, inconvenient enough to take the edge off it, but I'm glad they have fixed it. And it does, even though I have been driving, like, a mod around all night, so this does feel a little bit weak by comparison just to jump in, but it actually does feel pretty decent. That's not bad cutting through this area. I've been already through here in a few different vehicles, and yeah, it's doing alright. Bit of bounce in there, but it's staying in the high gear nicely. Not bad. Yeah, I was going to go over the landslide, but I think I've cleared it. Let's go this way. The fact that we got up there, I'm surprised it was able to reverse them, to be honest. Yeah, overall, it's, like I say, it's sort of a bit of a hard one to demonstrate, because at this point, sort of trying to prove a negative, but the fact that it hasn't got caught so far is kind of a good sign. Well, obviously other than this, but in its defence, yeah, Mac defence. Yeah, push them up a little bit. I'll admit, does appear to be extra hooked on that tree. I've had a loaf. This is why you have to get yourself a loaf. This video is going to end where I've got a Mac defence stuck in a tree because I didn't have a loaf. Duck, goodbye Mr. Wolf. Yeah, I appreciate it, dude. Cheers for popping in. You had some good questions as well that, yeah, made me think a little bit. Smoke82, it won't drive in auto or reverse unless you use a winch. Is that like permanently as well, or is there like, if you blip the throttle a bit and stuff, is there a way to sort of get out of it? If not, that probably is a different bug. I've just, again, it's happened in the game for probably years now, really. There's a few mods that every now and, not even a few, and I don't think it's, again, to do with any modder or even the mod. It just, I'm guessing they add, like, say, a high-range gearbox just from the game. And yeah, for some reason, every now and then, they all just, like, the gears lock up on them. But it doesn't take that much to move it. Sorry, while I'm yapping for the last minute, I am going to have to just see if it will get off. Back to the winches. Oh, maybe it's because I just had that angle. Yeah, it's probably just pulling me right against it. Jane Bastian later in Florida, so good night Mr. Lone Wolf and chat, catch you all next weekend, cheers. Yeah, I appreciate it, dude. I'm gonna just about call it a day myself, so yeah, cheers for popping in and enjoy the rest of your night, probably. Phone, ex-charger being a dick again. Can't believe Matthew Perry died. Did he? What the fuck? What, out of Friends? I didn't even know that, that's pretty crazy. Yeah, Mark Rowe, what? Damn, I didn't know that either. Yeah, found him responsive in his hot tub, apparently, age 54. That's fucking crazy, that. 54's nothing. Yeah, I definitely hadn't heard about it. I assume that's happened pretty recently. Tub, not tube. Oh yeah, hot tube. I didn't, just be honest, I didn't even, I think I just read it as hot tub anyway, I think, unless I just read hot tube and then didn't even notice that. But yeah, no, that's crazy, man. Yeah, I liked watching Friends back in the day. There was not a lot else on at that time. And funnily enough, Friends, that might be one of the few things where I watched the last episode. And it was pretty depressing seeing the last episode. So now, I've watched loads of things, like How I Met Your Mother. I've not seen the last episode on that. It's not even like, I'm not going to get sad like that. I just, when I've liked a series, I don't want to see the last episode. I'd rather just be like, yeah, that was great. Fuck the last episode. And yeah, Breaking Bad's another one. I've not seen the end of that. And there's a few others as well that I can't remember what they're called off the top of my head, but I know I've watched most of them, apart from the last episode. Yeah, like I say, I might actually call it a day there. I know I keep saying that and then kind of autopilot clicking on and doing God knows what. Yeah, no, that is definitely pretty crazy though about Matthew Perry. I didn't know that one. Yeah, I'll have a look into that. It's recently as well, wasn't it? I know it's a bit random, but that Sinead O'Connor died as well. She was pretty bloody young as well. That's another bit of a giant, like, back from, yeah, when I was a kid. Yeah, as for videos, I'll be carrying on as normal. I hope to be doing a video every day. I was planning on getting a Burlak exploration video done this week, but I sort of did, but yeah, just got sidetracked messing around with it so much that I just kind of ran out of time to even get that one done. But yeah, for the most part, should be carrying on with normal. There's, again, with the missions, there doesn't really seem to be any particularly high priority missions. Like, I think I've unlocked the warehouses I need to and that, so I'll just be chipping away at them. I don't know, just flick through them and see whatever mission takes my fancy, so I don't really know what order they'll be happening in. But yeah, apart from that though, enjoy the rest of your morning, evening, afternoon, or whatever time of day it is. Now they've moved the clocks as well, it makes it even more difficult for me to know what's going on. But yeah, enjoy yourselves, and I'll be back pretty soon. Mark Rowe, thanks for the stream and the videos. No, I appreciate it, dude. Cheers for the mod tips as well. Again, I'll get on to the yeah, mod list pretty soon and kind of get a few of the ones that you've recommended recently. But yeah, yeah, cheers to everyone. Thanks for popping in on that, and enjoy yourselves, and I'll be back soon. I'll actually get to end the stream instead of it blue screening me. It's a rare treat.